goodness. It's almost time. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
You on in 5 minutes?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode of Your Day with Tenea. And I am, of course, your lovely host. Today, we are here with Mr. Paradox, aka Polo P, aka Joshua Cruz, aka Too Many AKAs.
AKA I like them leggings.
How are you today?
I'm alright.
That's good. So for those of us who do not know, who is Paradox?
Well, Paradox is a kid by the name of Joshua Cruz. I was originally born in Portsmouth, Virginia. I lived in North Carolina most of my life, Rocky Mount, Raleigh, and Lewisburg to be exact. I went to high school in Bun High in Franklin County, Wildcat stand up. I'm just, the blue collar guy, the guy that's in the middle. I'm not the street thug acting rah-rah, and I'm not the corny guy with that wear the skinny jeans and the loud colors. I'm somewhere in between, I'm like the bridge between the cool and the lame.
Nice. So how would you describe yourself as an artist?
I would describe myself as an artist. Like I say, I'm a blue collar guy. I'm in the middle, so that my music is just that. Early on in my career, I was noted as like a Nas type of artist, where my music was message driven. But I evolved into more of an artist, so I can do the actual regular mainstream hits to actually use that as bait to reel them into my content, to reel them into the message. Because you gotta hide the peel in the food. You just can't come out like, I'm a message, change your life. So I kind of adapted to the way the music game went. So me as an artist has evolved into an adaptation of what music is today. I'm still trying to give you the message and trying to clean up the minds of the youth, but I'm doing it in more of a strategic way. I want you to have fun. I want to show you why I care about you before I tell you how to live. And that's me as an artist.
Okay, so one thing everyone's wondering, I'm even wondering myself, how did you come up with the name Paradox?
Well, I had a lot of rap names before I became Paradox. But I came up with Paradox. The acronym for that is Persevering Against Rage and Agony During Optimistic Times. And Webster's definition of paradox is something that's true and false at the same time. Kind of like I'm a hood nigga that ain't a hood nigga. I was born in the hood, but I'm not a hood nigga. So that's what my life is. It's something that's true and false at the same time. I'm your ordinary rapper who is extraordinary. You get what I'm saying? So it's like every category you try to put me in, I'm both actually. I can actually, make street music without having to curse and be violent in my music. So Paradox fits me well, because I can play both sides without being quote unquote fake, because I live and dabbled in both, realms of life. And so that's me as an artist, and that's how I actually came up with Paradox. It actually is tailor-made for my life.
So I've been wondering this, and I wanted to ask you, what is Destined for Greatness and the D4G campaign? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's an interesting thing. I mean, I study the industry a lot, and I see, most artists are narcissistic, and they have like a certain attitude. And to their credit, sometimes it's not their fault, because fans do come off a little snobbish, and they interrupt you in bad times when you're out with the family or whatever. But I tried to create the Destined for Greatness campaign in such a way where it's like the artists isn't the star, the fans is the star, because they help us get our mansions, our clothes, our endorsements. They make us who we are because they purchase our product. And so I started the Instagram pick of fame. When people buy my album, they take a picture of my album and I put it on Instagram, along with other stars, Alicia Keys, Talib Kweli, Kevin Hart, and the Dr. Ben Chambers off the movie Belly. They all have my album, and that kind of started the wave of regular people. I don't want to call them regular people, but citizens actually buying my album and taking a picture, and I put it up on the Instagram so I can make the fans the star. and not the artist, focus on the artist all the time.
So name some of your influences locally and industry.
Locally, when I was a young boy, two guys by the name of Derek Strickland and Derek Perry, they had me rapping in the hallways, and I was already into poetry, and I kind of evolved from a poet to an artist. I was always good with words, and I was like a cool nerd in high school, you know what I'm saying? I played sports, and I was into books, so I kind of played both fields, the urban and the nerd, you know? And so that evolved into who I am now, you know. So locally, I would say, you know, Derek Strickland and Derek Perry played an instrumental move in my artistry. And then mainstream, you have Rick Ross, Nas, Talib Kweli, Common, Jay-Z, Killer Priest, Underground, Slaughterhouse. Joe Budden is my favorite artist actually because he gets introspective, kind of like I used to rap. So, you know, that pretty much sums it up. It's a lot more artists, but, you know, we'll be here all day.
So I'm interested in knowing, how do you balance your home life with your personal persona?
It's kind of hard because in this market that we're in North Carolina, they have the fans, that is, and your family and people around you haven't seen a person that's in the entertainment world go from on the streets to in the industry. You know, so they don't believe it. So if you're trying to, you know, make something in the entertainment field your occupation, they look at it as some little hobby you're doing or something, you know, you're doing for fun on the side when really you're serious about your craft. And then, you know, trying to, you know, if you're in a relationship, you got a boo thing, a wife, or anything, whatever you have, it's hard trying to get them to understand the smoke screens and the rumors and all that part, they're not in that lifestyle. And then if you have a 9 to 5 and you may have to fly here and there and then you got to take off and have those days off, so it's hard balancing that 9 to 5 while you're trying to, you know, chase your dreams with the entertainment world. So it can be really tricky here because the fans ultimately don't believe and they don't have a support type of energy because there's no celebrity attached to this market, and there's no steam to it, no fame type of feel to it here.
So, for those of us who want to reach out to you, how can we connect with you, tweet you? I mean, there's so many social networks these days.
And I have a lot, you know. Twitter, Facebook. The Twitter is Paradox Tracks, Paradox TV. Facebook, Joshua Paradox Cruz, Paradox TV. And then my personal website, www.whoisparadox.com. And you can get my album, Destined for Greatness, on iTunes. That's Paradox. And then you search it, Destined for Greatness. The 4 is actually the number 4, and greatness is GR, the number 8, NESS.
Alright, you guys, so Destined for Greatness and Paradox has received the Your Day with Megan Tenea stamp of approval. And today's Fashion Find? This week's Fashion Find segment will feature a white cardigan blouse manufactured and made by BCBG, retail value of $138, but found in a local GCF Foundation store for $3.99. So today's video of the week is one of the songs off Destined for Greatness, entitled On the Move, featuring Anonymous and produced by Manifest. On the Move is available on iTunes and featured on the Coast to Coast mixtape hosted by Jay-Z's artist J. Cole. Let's take a look.
Turn it me appreciate what's not pain. My flows rock nation, so they looking for more.